For this trip, I journeyed across the border to South Devon to visit Sawmill Cove. This is my second visit to the cove this year, and I was eager to improve upon my previous shoot from this location. The forecast looked promising, with pristine, clear skies forecasted throughout the night. I was eager to end August on a high, and the night proved to deliver just that. After meeting fellow astrophotographer Lee, we journeyed through a few fields to reach the cove. The stars were as brilliant as promised by the forecast, and the Milky Way looked amazing over the ocean. So we quickly found an elevated viewpoint and began making a few compositions overlooking the beach. For my first composition, I decided to shoot with a wide-angle 14mm lens. I used my favourite Samyang 2.8, mounted on my trusted Canon 5D Mark III. The cove is compact, and I wanted to show plenty of the beach and headlands nestled either side. I angled the camera downwards for the foreground frame and then raised it for the star frame. The stars were tracked at ISO 800 for 4 minutes at f2.8. The foreground was then taken with a 6-minute exposure at ISO 1600 using an aperture of 2.8, and then both frames were later merged using Photoshop. My second composition focused on the rocky stack, island and Milky Way. I used a longer focal length of 32mm to compress the scene slightly and to make the Milky Way more dominant in the sky. I particularly like the square format and how Jupiter sits nicely in the dip between the stack and headland. I also like the scene generally, with the messy rocky foreshore contrasting nicely with the pristine night sky. In capturing this photo, I used the same settings and methods as my previous image. After a few hours of photography, we called it a night and made our way back to the cars. By this time the Milky Way core was on its way down below the horizon, and we both had work the next morning, so being out any later wasn't an option. However, it was great to shoot somewhere more local and to revisit this striking location. This brings the video to an end, so thank you for watching, and if you head out to enjoy the night sky soon, I wish you good viewing and dark skies.